I'm gonna count this as done because my friend's already here. 1, 158. It's Valentine's Day and I woke up wanting to make myself something pretty to wear. I'm gonna show you guys how long it takes me to make an outfit in real time. What can I say? I just love to put a lot of pressure on myself, but I knew whatever I was going to make was going to be so much better than what was in my closet. I found this beautiful smocked fabric with horizontal stripes that I knew I wanted to use, and I was going to use the stripes strategically. It reminded me of this popular dress design by Mono, and Kendall Jenner wore something similar from the brand to a wedding, and I remember it was such a big deal. I for one will not be wearing this to a wedding, but maybe like a bachelorette would be really fun. My favorite way to start sewing is by draping. I went in knowing roughly the silhouette I wanted, and I realized that in the inspiration picture of Holly, she had pulled up the dress and folded it over to make it look like a two-piece. But I'm actually going to be making two pieces so that I can get more wear out of this outfit. It's always so nerve-wracking to cut the fabric because I only get one try, and I wasn't really sure what the recovery of the fabric was going to be like. The bodysuit is going to be backless, and I'm not going to add a strap to hold it because I feel like that really takes away from the silhouette, so it needs to be able to hold its own. When working with fabric with patterns such as this, I do need to make sure the stripes are lining up, and I'm going to be making the bodysuit as one piece with a single seam down the back, so that's the only time I need to match it up. I already had a bodysuit pattern that I used previously that I'm going to use this time around, so this is going to save me a lot of time. And cutting is honestly the majority of sewing. Like half an hour has already passed and 50% of my outfit has been cut out. Is it just me or does anyone else hate threading their machine? In reality, it only takes a couple of minutes, but that's just another step of a million of other steps I have to do. For the center back seam, I am doing a French seam. That is when you sew wrong sides together, then right sides together. This successfully encloses the raw edge with the fabric itself. And just like that, our bodysuit is basically done with one seam. Now I have to sew the crotch seam. This is where I messed up. I was just not thinking. Because it's always best for a bodysuit to have snaps at the bottom. It makes going to the bathroom a lot easier, and I did use Hollywood tape to secure my bodysuit, so I literally could not take off my bodysuit. And it's mind over matter though, because somehow I did survive the whole night, but I did go back and add the snaps. I am doing the same thing with the skirt and choosing to go with a single seam because we have no time. I did like how the skirt had looked on the dress form unlined, but I felt like it was giving more beach club than girls dinner. I knew for sure then that the skirt needed to be lined, so I cut out the 3 layers. I cut out one large rectangle and utilized the ruffle selvage as part of the design, and I cut out 2 of the solid fabric. I do prefer to have all of my outfits fully lined because I do think it looks a little neater. And then as I serged all 3 layers together at the top, I realized the machine was not threaded. I know I was just complaining about threading a regular sewing machine, but a serger is even worse. I quite literally have never threaded this machine. I have always cut the previous thread and tied it to my new one. I do have to say though, an industrial serger has been one of my best investments. It just sews so much faster than a home one. But now that the skirt is sewn together at the top, we are at 1 hour and 17 minutes. The outfit is basically almost done. All I have left is to stay stitch the seam allowance at the top of the skirt so it can keep it from rolling over. After I do this all around the top of the skirt, I'm gonna just sew the center back seam together. I was a little confused at how to finish this for some reason because I was going to enclose the skirt like a pillowcase, but then I forgot to put a hole somewhere so I could turn the skirt right side out, so I did have to do a little bit of seam ripping. Even with the seam ripping, this took me less than 2 hours. I immediately tried on the skirt and it was a bit short, but I don't mind it since I'm going to be wearing a jacket with this outfit. And the ruffles really make the skirt so cute and fun. Did I mention I also had a friend coming over? I'm trying to finish before she arrives. And this is what the outfit looks like on the dress form. However, after trying it on myself, I realized I had to take it in a bit more, which is why I'm holding it at the back as I try it on. But this is super easy because remember, everything is a single seam. My friend let me know that she was 5 minutes away, but I still had to finish the raw edges of the bodysuit, which I quickly did with the rolled hem, and then I sewed a strip to the neckline to give myself like a halter neck closure. I've never been more excited to wear something I made. It's just so comfortable. I somehow also had shoes and a jacket in a matching color, but I decided the boots were a better fit for nighttime. It was giving more Bratz vibes, and I hope you guys enjoy the rest of my Galentine's Day vlog.
We waited for like 45 minutes in the fucking cold. The kitchen's closing. Let's go.
We have no idea what's happening. No, it's so pretty.
And the rule is this. If a guy doesn't call you, he doesn't want to call you. So trust me when I say, if a guy is treating you like he doesn't give a shit, he genuinely doesn't give a shit. No exceptions.
But what if I'm the exception?
No, you're not. You're not at all. In fact, you're the rule.